Hey, what's up? It's Downtown Luke coming at you with shots from Downtown Pod. This is the podcast where we're going to take Steph Curry level shots that you won't see anyone else take and make on a consistent basis. I'm talking about beyond half court, baby. And hey, like the NBA rule change, all heaves at the end of the quarter don't count. So we're going to throw them things up and hope they go in. And when they go in, you know I'm going to take credit for it. So make or miss, we launch it all day. So what you're going to see a little bit today in this podcast, we're going to take a couple heaves. I don't think they that deep, but, maybe one or two. I got a little surprise in here, like in my top 4 in the East. Now, typically, we would go a little bit more in depth than we're going to go into today, but, this season kind of just snuck up on us. Seems like it was just yesterday we was watching Game 7, and I mean, man, I really thought the Pacers were going to do it. What the hell happened? And then next thing you know, we watching starting 5, and now it's day 1 NBA season. And I'm happier than I could ever be. I love today. Today's my favorite day. Also, that could be because my favorite team seems to play on opening day. The Golden State Warriors. Them boys, they're the hot boys. We're going to start off with the top 8 teams that we're going to go with. We're going to go 4 in the East, and we're going to go 4 in the West. And we're going to break them down from 4 to 1 with, actually, we're going to do it the other way. We're going to do 1 to 4. Number 1 team. They playing tonight. The Oklahoma City Thunder, defending champs. You number 1. Like they got better. They got experience, so they're better. Number 2 team in the West, it's the Denver Nuggets. Jokic is still that dude. Nice. They looking nice. All right, let's head over to the East real quick. We're going to go number 1. This one is a little bit more shaky, but I'm going to go with the Knicks. I think they're going to do it. They had a really good season last year. They're only getting better every year. We're going to stick with the Knicks. That is, as long as they don't play Trae Young in Madison Square Garden. That boy, do it to him. My number 2 pick in the East, I'm going to go with the Cavaliers. Yeah, I know they were number 1 last year, and they got better. Like, Lonzo Ball is a huge addition for them, but everybody else got better, too. All right, let's go ahead and take it over to the West. Number 3 team, this is where I don't even consider this a heave. This is just a shot from downtown right here. But the Warriors. Golden State Warriors were the second best West team in the West last year after they got Jimmy Butler, and now we got them for good. And we got Al Horford. I just really think this team is going to go as far as Coach Kerr lets them go. And everybody who's a Warriors fan, they know what I'm talking about. Kerr is the downfall, but also the success. So you got to give it and take it. Pause. And my number 4 team, I think it's a little shot. I'm going to call it a heave. This is the first heave from downtown in the first episode. Steph Curry range. Past half court. We on the other 3-point line. Dallas Mavericks are the number 4 team in the West. And they could end up higher than that. I really think Dallas Mavericks have a good chance of going to the finals and a good chance of securing home court in the playoffs. I mean, when you look at their roster, they got everything. Playmaking, shooting, big men. I just think the battle for the 4 in the West is going to be the battle of the Anthonys. Anthony Davis or Anthony Edwards. And I'm giving it to Anthony Davis at this point. Not that Anthony Edwards can't take it, but I just like Dallas's team more than Minnesota's. All right, now my teams in the East, boy, these are going to be some people ain't going to like these picks, but I just have a good feeling. Let's just call this one intuition. Number 3 in the East, the Philadelphia 76ers. I have not given up on Joel Embiid. When healthy, Embiid is still the best big man in the league. The issue is he ain't been healthy. So I'm hoping that he is healthy this season and they can prove me right on this one. Now, the number 4, this is an even bigger Hail Mary than the Dallas Mavericks. I got number 4 as the Atlanta Hawks. I believe in Trae Young. I think the NBA is perfectly suited for his skills. And with Porzingis on their team now, I believe in the Hawks. We believe Hawks this year, at least. I hope. So to recap my top 8 teams, in the East, we got the Knicks, then we got Cavs, then we got 76ers, and then we got the Hawks. All right. In the West, we got OKC Thunder, Denver Nuggets, Golden State Warriors, and the surprise team, Dallas Mavericks. I mean, who really won the Luka trade at this point? It's looking like Dallas. MVP. I seen some people saying Kevin Durant could be MVP. I just don't see it, not this year. But I'm looking Joel Embiid or Giannis to have another comeback year, put them over the top for MVP. All right, but let's get right into it. It's NBA opening night. We got 2 games on tonight on national TV. Game 1, we got, OKC versus Houston. And I like both teams. Both teams is big. Pause. I got to give the edge to OKC in this one. OKC got, the MVP, SGA, Finals MVP, one of the best years we've seen in basketball in a long time. Honestly, they think this is going to be a heavily fouled game. These early season games, they're still adjusting the foul calls, and the refs are adjusting too. It's going to be a little awkward, but I think it's going, look, and defenses are good. I think Thunder going to take it like 102-92 or 105-92, something like that. We're going to take a look at the second game of the night, Warriors, Lakers. That's the one I'm looking forward to the most. My team is the Warriors. I ride and die with Steph Curry. I just really wish this game had LeBron James in it. I love to see them battle. Their battles are legendary. It's almost like Goku and Vegeta. If they would just team up, they just don't know how strong and powerful they could be. The universe wouldn't be safe from them. I really think that the Lakers don't have enough without LeBron James to overcome the Warriors tonight, especially with the new rule change. One of the best defensive tactics on Steph Curry is to smack his arm when he shoots. They're not allowed to do that no more. They're going to get away with a couple, but he's going to get 6, 7, 8, 9 free throws. And when he gets that many free throws, he just goes ballistic. Look for the Warriors' new additions like Al Horford and Jimmy Butler to really turn the tide in this one. I got the Warriors leading early by a bunch. Kerr going to sub people in, and the lead's going to dwindle, but I still got the Warriors like 116-112. And speaking of this Lakers team without LeBron, I hope he gets well soon. I hope he comes back. I hope it's not his last season. People call me a LeBron hater. I'm not a LeBron hater. I'm a LeBron realist. And I really want him to keep playing. He's still one of the best players in the NBA. And I really want him on the Warriors. My final heave from deep for today. I think the Lakers finish outside the top 10 in the West. And to clarify, I still think they finish about 500, like 41-41, maybe 39-43, something like that. But I think they finish outside the top 10 in the West. I think the West is going to be really, really tough this year. And a lot of teams are going to be taking wins away from each other, playing each other. Also, with every game LeBron James misses, I see them as a deficit. I know they got Luka, and Luka's good too, and he's great. But I just don't see them competing with other rosters in the West. Their roster just isn't good enough, like LeBron thinks. Now, I ain't going to say that's anyone's fault. Roster construction's above. It's tough in the NBA. It's really tough, especially with the new cap rules. But I just don't see them making it into the top 10 in the West. All right, that's really going to end it for today. Hopefully the games go as I think, because I put a little bit of money on them, and I'm trying to hit these prize picks. I ain't seen green in a while. I'm trying to hit tonight. I made some demon bets, but hey, bet big to win big. One final last shot that we're going to take from downtown. This ain't a heave. This is just a shot from downtown. Bet the over on Gabe Vincent's points. I think it was at like 9.5. He going to score almost 20 tonight. Guarantee that. All right, we out.